demonstrate this observation with a diagram. Now see, suppose we have two test tubes like this. Okay, in one test tube you will observe it to be like this. Basically I'm drawing the cross section and you will look at it like this, and in one you will see it as this. Okay, so as I said, in positive there will be fluffy clumps formed. There will be a powder, white powder, chalky white powder formed. So this is the positive test of O antigen, and this is the negative test because compact button like deposit is formed. Now coming on to the third test. Which is the Coombs test. As I said earlier, the brucellosis is faces a problem in the tube agglutination test because of the blocking antibodies, as well as it faces this problem due to the presence of prozone phenomena. Yeah. So Coombs test. So we'll perform Coombs test for brucellosis. This test was initially devised to detect incomplete anti-RH bodies. So this was developed by Coombs himself, Morant and Reyes. Now when a sera containing incomplete RH antibodies is mixed with RH positive erythrocytes, okay, then it will show no agglutination, but the incomplete antibody will coat over the RH positive erythrocytes. The incomplete antibody will form a coating, globulin coating over RH positive RBC, and no agglutination will occur. Now what is Coombs test doing in this process? Now when such coated erythrocytes are subject to antiglobulin or Coombs serum, erythrocytes are subject to antiglobulin anti-serum or Coombs serum. How is it made? It is made from rabbit's anti-serum against human gamma globulin. Rabbit's serum against human gamma globulin. Okay, now it will be seen that there occurs agglutination. This is the very principle of Coombs test. I'll just show you with the diagram so that you get a better idea. Okay, suppose we had RH positive erythrocytes. Okay, to them we subjected the incomplete RH antibodies. Okay, so these are the incomplete RH antibodies that I am subjecting. Okay, now I further added the antiglobulin. What is an antiglobulin? It is a rabbit serum which is against human gamma globulin. So I added antiglobulin. Let me just write it. Antiglobulin. This was RH positive erythrocytes. These were incomplete RH antibodies. Now what will happen? Now see, those same cells, the same antibody, the same cell, the same antibody. Now we will see that the antiglobulin binds to the coated erythrocytes and leads to the formation of agglutinate. That is, agglutination reaction occurs. Now there are two types of Coombs test. Okay, one is the direct and one is the indirect. Indirect occurs in vitro, that is outside body, direct in vivo. Now for what purpose do we use Coombs test? First of all, it will be used, as I mentioned earlier, just the repetition. It is used to demonstrate incomplete anti-RH bodies, demonstrate incomplete anti-RH antibodies, or you could just write NRH bodies, antibodies. Second, it is used in Brussels test. Okay.